Hello everybody, and welcome back to the channel for this week's weekly safety recap. Before we get started, make sure you give me a thumbs up down below to encourage me to make more videos of this type. Also, subscribe to my YouTube channel where you will find additional videos of this nature, along with toolbox safety topic videos and leadership training videos. Well, let's go ahead and get started. I had kind of an epiphany this week, and I'll go through it with you here. Normally I talk about what I saw that needs improvement, and I saw some things out there, but I'm not going to really cover them this week because of this epiphany. It's a root cause. I from time to time have to do a root cause analysis for accidents and incidences, and this week I had sort of a root cause pop into my mind, and it's related to the work that we all do every day. And so let's go ahead and get started. Here's the question for you. Do you have contract workers on your site? Sometimes they're called temps. Now, contract workers are a valuable resource. They are often much needed to fill gaps in or supplement our existing labor force. Now, some are quite talented, with highly desirable skill sets needed only on a temporary basis. Others have little or no experience in the type of work we perform and are needed to provide manpower for routine tasks on an as-needed basis. In the eyes of OSHA, they have the same rights as our regular full-time employees. All employees have a right to a safe and healthful workplace free of known hazards. Now, not everyone is aware of the hazards they may face on a job site. Contract labor comes from a variety of backgrounds and work experiences. It is our duty to train them on job or task-specific hazard awareness and how to mitigate those hazards. Here's the reason I bring this up. I'm on a job site and two individuals walk by me going down a hallway. One has a ladder and the other one has what we call a demo saw or a chop saw. As I perform my safety guy assessment, I determined they were about to commence some type of operation involving that saw, and when I looked at them, they did not have the proper PPE. They did not have a face shield or hearing protection with them. I mentioned this to the foreman I was walking the job with, and he stopped them and had the full-time employee go get the aforementioned PPE. Now, I spoke with the other individual, a contract worker or temp, and his previous and only experience had been that of a sheetrock hanger. The full-time employee, I discovered, had only recently been hired. The foreman's response to the incident was they should have known better. I agreed, but their knowing better was not evident, especially with the safety guy on site and watching. It seems like they would have used all of their experience and knowledge and training to do the job properly. Now, upon review of the PTP, I'll say this again and again, the most important tool on the job site, it did mention use of abrasive wheel and related hazards, but was very vague about PPE. Proper PPE was all it stated. Here's the crux. As leaders, we have to train, train, train. Training must be job task specific. Training must include hazard awareness and mitigation. And training must be consistent and ongoing. Of the many job sites I have the privilege of visiting on a weekly basis, very few of the items I note for in need of improvement are resource-based. By a large margin, they are knowledge-based, a result of improper, little, or no training. I say, let's start today focusing on using the PTP for its intended design. Use your most valuable resource, your teammates, to review the work, determine the means and methods to accomplish the task, determine the tools needed, the hazards related to the work, and how to mitigate the recognized hazards. Now, once this wealth of information has been accumulated, it's time to complete the PTP and review the PTP with those participating in the task. Now, I'd like to have a final word for the production and profit-minded among us, me being one. In the opening scenario, work was stopped for the worker to get the required PPE for the task. How much time and money did that cost? Let's see. 2 men stopped for 15 minutes required for the employee to get the proper PPE. 2 men times a quarter hour, that's a half a man hour. Okay, half a man hour wasted. Happens all the time, right? How many times does that happen? How much does that cost on a daily basis? How many times a day does work stop because of improper planning throughout the day? Add it up. Okay, so the superintendent, they didn't take the time to get the proper PPE, and they just went ahead and proceeded with the work, and there is an incident, a cut face, an eye injury. What will that cost? You do the math. The time to perform a PTP is pretty inexpensive for the value it provides. Now guys, that's it for the weekly recap. The PTP, I say it again and again and again and again and again, is the most valuable tool on your job site. Use that tool. It's inexpensive, takes very little time. It does require quite a bit of maintenance on a daily basis, but if it's exercised, it will reward you with a profitable and safe job. Thanks for watching. Make sure to give me a thumbs up to encourage me to make more videos of this type. Also, subscribe to my YouTube channel where you'll find additional videos of this nature, along with toolbox topic videos and leadership training videos. Until we see each other again, you take care of yourself because you're number one. Look out for your co-workers and ensure their safety. Have a grateful day, and I will see you in the field.